This book just came out recently, and I got to say it is one of the best finance books that I would recommend to somebody who is trying to go from broke to financial freedom. So I'm going to share some lessons that will absolutely change your finances forever. First, let's be honest, being poor kind of sucks. We hear money doesn't buy happiness, but that sentiment usually comes from people who are broke or people who have never been broke. If you've worked 3 jobs to pay bills, missed moments with your kids, stressed over a flat tire or a medical bill, you know money is a tool that reduces stress, buys healthier food, gives time back, and unlocks experiences. Stop glorifying being broke. Money itself isn't good or bad, it's a tool. Get the best tool you can to build the life you want. The second mindset shift is crucial. Only poor people think the system is rigged. If you believe the entire system is rigged, you give up power and responsibility, and you'll never try to change your life. Yes, playing the usual game, starting in debt, climbing the ladder, spending more with every raise is a losing strategy. But taking extreme ownership over your job, health, and choices puts you back in control. Move from the rules of being broke, blaming others, spending everything, chasing get-rich-quick schemes, distrusting investing, impressing people with stuff, and resigning yourself to being poor to the rules of the rich game. Take responsibility, save and invest a percentage of every dollar, ignore status games, keep an open mind, and continuously educate yourself. Look at the averages and why they're dangerous. The average American owes $96,000 in debt, 56% can't cover a $1,000 emergency, and 49% won't retire comfortably. Average habits lead there, raising spending with every raise, stacking credit card debt, having no budget, putting nothing into retirement, and spending nights and weekends watching TV and going out. The crabs in a bucket analogy applies to friend groups too. People may pull you down when you try to level up because it exposes what they're not doing. Be aware so you can escape. Here's another uncomfortable truth. Having a job can be risky. 40 million Americans lost their jobs in 2023. If your single income source disappears, everything can go with it. Build multiple streams of income to move toward financial invincibility. There's also the trap of learned helplessness. In an experiment, dogs that had no control over shocks didn't even try to escape later when escape was possible, while the dogs that learned there's a way out jumped the partition. If your past taught you to feel powerless, reclaim agency, you can change. About halfway through, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me the one small habit you're willing to change this week: cutting one expense, starting a side hustle, or saving a set percentage, and why. Let's start a conversation and help each other take action. Now break big goals into tiny actions. Small habits compound. Increase your value to the economy by reading, learning from podcasts and videos, taking online classes, combining skills into high-value offers, making yourself indispensable at work, and experimenting with side hustles. Especially online, there is no ceiling. One author saved 95% of his income for a year by living extremely lean, and it was life-changing. Rethink spending as hours of your life. If you earn $20 an hour, a $10 latte is 30 minutes of your life. A $100 bar tab is 5 hours. A $500 car payment is 25 hours every single month. That mindset changed my behavior. I cooked at home, drove a paid-off Beta Honda Civic, stopped buying clothes, and cut back on eating out because I valued my time more than those purchases. A single decision can change your future. If average rent is $2,000 and a roommate halves it to $1,000, investing that $1,000 monthly for 25 years at around a 10% return could grow to about $1.3 million. The point is that small choices, sustained, become massive results. Aim to invest at least 30% of your income, and if financial freedom is a priority, push 30 to 50% by cutting costs or earning more. Yes, it's hard, but it's your choice and your freedom. Use time wisely. Binge-watching all of a show like Lucifer takes days. One author made simple Amazon product review videos from items he already owned and earned $115,000, and 2 years later was still making $2,500 in 30 days from those old uploads. That's the power of choosing creation over consumption. Here's a hard rule. Do not use a credit card if you can't pay it off every month. The average American carries $6,500 at a 23% interest rate, throwing away roughly $1,400 a year. Over 25 years, that's $156,000. If you can't avoid the negatives, cut it up until you can. Nothing worth having comes easy. Don't just consume motivation, implement. I sacrificed for years, and it was the best trade I ever made. If this helped, subscribe for more from channel name. Your life is built on choices, habits, and ownership. So what decision will you make today to buy back your freedom?